Now, it seems a little awkward or queer to the Western people not used to this sort of performance. You know, the whole lot you'll find going, Allahu Akbar, and everyone all gone down, you know. This is, what is this? Putting the heads down and putting the bums up. What a way to pray. Now this is the human mind. You can't help it. You can't help it because you haven't done it. You see? I said, you know, this is how all the prophets prayed. And when I say that, people get the shock of their lives. I said, this is how all the prophets prayed. You get the shock because you have been reading, but you didn't catch the message. You see, I might quote from the Old Testament. I'm quoting. It reads, and Abraham fell on his face and prayed to God. And I'm quoting again. And Moses and Aaron fell on their faces and prayed to God. And Joshua fell on his face and prayed to God. When we come to the New Testament, we read that was his last days on earth, Jesus Christ, he went to the Garden of Gethsemane with his disciples. And he said, wait and watch. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed to God. Oh my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass away from me, meaning remove the difficulty from me, but not as I will, but as thou wilt. What did he do? He said, wait and watch. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed to God. Am I quoting correctly? If anybody knows your Bibles, and fell on his face and prayed to God. I'm asking, how does a man fall on his face and pray? Except the way we Muslims do. Can a circus acrobat do anything better than that? No. But you see, the modern gentleman, with apologies, the modern gentleman is more worried about the creases on his trousers than humbling before God. He wants to sit right on his backside, and he's telling God what to do. And little wonder God is not listening. So he's wondering whether God is deaf or he's dead. I say he's neither deaf nor dead. See, there is a means of approach that the spiritual physicians of mankind, Abraham, Moses, David, Jesus, Muhammad, they all set as an example which we should do well to follow. But of course we are better than they, aren't we? That's what you going to do that? You know, falling down like that. But this is what God Almighty, the prophets of God, they humble themselves before the Lord. Now skeptics might tell us, skeptics, you know, our materialistic friends, they say, look, does God need that? Is he hungry for that? I says, no, he doesn't need it. But I say, you need it. We need it. Psychologists, they tell us that our bodies are more directly under our control than our minds. If you can humble the body, you can humble the mind. That's what the psychologist says. You know, for example, let me give you an example, a very crude example. I want some 50 cents from you, 10 cents, 50 cents from you. So I come to you, you know, very humbly, you know, madam, you know, I'm hungry for 3 days, I haven't eaten. Please, if I can have 50 cents. You see, I might be putting up an act. And once you do that, you know, even genuine tears can come out of your eyes. My God, I tell you, you know, if you try and, you know, put your heart and soul into, you know, I need that 50 cents from you. You know, so, please, you know, my children are hungry. And I can shed genuine tears. Not glycerin tears, what you see in films. You know. Genuine tears can come out. You know, you put your heart and soul into what you are saying, because now, this body of yours, you can make it to do anything. And while you're doing that, the mind also falls in tune. So if you humble the body, you can humble the mind. And this is what the spiritual physicians of mankind, they did. Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad. But now, we don't want to do that. We don't want to humble ourselves. So today now the Americans are going to the Hindus to learn what they call transcendental meditation. A word 2 yards long. They're learning from the Hindus. And they're paying through the noses in the process for learning transcendental meditation. I said, you know, this is the common property, the common birthright of every Jew, every Christian, every Muslim, if they only followed in the footsteps of their own prophets. But since you have lost touch with the teachings of your own prophets, now you have to go to the Hindus and learn transcendental meditation and pay through your noses in the process.